Welcome everyone to Grow with GoGo. Today we're doing chair yoga. Every week we are alternating on Thursdays between chair yoga and strength training. And some of you folks know that already because you are attending weekly, and I'm so happy that you're spending some time with us. You know GoGo for some of these things. So calling with just a phone number to 855-464-6872 to get rides, meals, groceries, get your prescriptions delivered, get some errands and chores taken care of with our home services. So lots of things we help you with, and we are trying out these virtual events to connect us, give us an activity and some, like something to look forward to, a routine in our week that's healthy. And we're really happy that we have Adra here to support us in that. And I love our chair yoga session, so hopefully we'll all get a lot out of it today. I'm Cassie, GoGo's communications director. As I mentioned, we're joined by Adra. She's here every week to help us be the best us we can be. And today we're just gonna get right into it. I'm letting some folks in the room as we go. So let's welcome them, and we can kick. Oh, actually, one more thing, but actually before we get started, because we're running these weekly, it's the same link to join on Zoom every week. So I really appreciate when you RSVP, because that helps us know how many people we're going to get that week and how many folks to prepare for. But you can always join using that link. So if you forgot to RSVP that week and you wish that you had, that's okay. Join anyway. I'd rather you join, and all are welcome. Please just use that link and you'll be able to attend. So let's kick this off to Adra.
Hi, everybody. It's nice to see both familiar faces, and I see some new faces here today, so that's really exciting. For those of you who were here for yoga last time, does anyone remember what our focus was? Or was here for strength training last week? That might be a little easier to remember.
Ankle lifts.
That's right, ankle lifts or heel raises. Very nice, Janice. I'm impressed.
I keep that in mind.
Great. And so for yoga, our focus was, oh, here we go, in the chat, breathing. Sorry, there's a little truck passing by, but the sound should go away in a moment here. And so today we'll find out what our focus is after we start moving. Anyone want to share how they're doing today? You're welcome to maybe put in a word. You're feeling tired, strong, relaxed.
I'm tired. I don't feel well, but I have to move.
You're in the perfect place. And Justin's saying the same. It'll be a very nice, low-key, gentle moving, perfect if you're tired. Yeah, Cassie's saying same. Anyone else want to share how they're doing? I'm actually feeling very well rested. I think I slept 8.5 hours straight last night. So I feel pretty energized.
Actually, this is Russ Spear, have had to sleep in my car the last 4 nights in Baker, California. It's a little town, basically just has a gas station. It's kind of a ghost town, and it's not a good place for a car to break down, but my saint of a nephew has been helping me. He drove out from 60 miles away, and he's been sleeping in his car too. So I can use a little stretching.
Wow.
I feel fine, but I could use a little stretching.
I think you're in the perfect place. I'm impressed that you've been sleeping in your car, and that is definitely, you need some stretching after that. So I'm really happy you're here, Russ.
So I'm hoping I can stretch right here in the car seat.
Yes, you'll make it work. And
Yeah, if I went into the Subway sandwich place and did it, they'd probably look at me funny.
You know, you only live once. Maybe get some special looks. It's okay.
Well,
But
I'll
wherever
try it in
you're
the car here.
comfortable. Yes, and then you can always do some of these standing as well if it starts to feel uncomfortable in the car. And Lynn, it looks like you unmuted
Absolutely.
yourself and maybe wanted to share.
Oh, yeah, I'm doing fine today. Thank you.
Great, great. Well, let's see. Anything else in the chat? Okay, well then we better get started. So as usual, I saw someone else unmuted.
Me.
Margaret, yes.
Yes, yes. Now I feel good, excited for the class. It's my first time.
Excited.
Jen outside.
Great, we're excited to have you.
Thank you.
All right, well, we'll have time to chat more after, but without further ado, let's get moving. So finding your seat. Getting into your chair. Let's start by taking some circles with the torso. Just waking up the body. So a reminder that this time is for you and your body. So if at any point you need to stop, modify, add, subtract, you are absolutely welcome to do that. Please take care of yourself. Go ahead and circle the other direction. Just noticing what's feeling tight this time of day. And then coming back to center. On your inhale, you'll open up your arms and lift your chest. So you're stretching the front of the body, and then exhale, round your back, give yourself a hug, tuck your pelvis, drop your chin. Inhale, open up the arms, chest lifts. Exhale, drop your chin, round your back. So keep going here at your own pace. If it feels like you don't have the room for the arms, you can move the spine without moving the arms. You're also welcome to move the arms without moving the spine. And just a reminder for the breathing, when you open up your chest, that's your inhale. And when you open your back body, that's your exhale. A couple more times. All right, coming back to center, releasing those arms, dropping those shoulders. And go ahead and just feel where your head is and how your neck is doing. So how does your head stack up over the rest of the spine? See if you can try and lengthen the back of the neck, almost like you have elf ears, the pointy ears. And the pointy ears are reaching you up towards the ceiling. So feeling that you're getting a little bit of length in the backs of the ears, which then lengthens the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders, keep that length in the back of the neck, and then begin to rotate your head no. So looking right to left. Noticing, is it easier to look to one side than the other? Also noticing if maybe the rest of the spine, so your torso is trying to move as well. Can you isolate just the neck? And then nodding the head yes, so looking up towards the ceiling and down towards your lap. And only moving in a range that feels good. So pain-free range. Bring your head back to center. And then bringing your right ear towards your right shoulder and pause. And watch that it's just the neck moving, that it's not your entire body moving. And then other ear to shoulder and pause. Shoulders stay stopped, and the ear is not going to touch the shoulder. It's just moving in that direction. So one more time, side bend of the neck, ear towards the shoulder, shoulders stay soft. You might even think about energetically reaching those elbows downward towards your lap, or even lowering your hands and reaching your fingertips downward, and that will increase the stretch. And then other ear, again, holding. There's no need to overdo it. And then lifting your head back to center and going back to those rotations. So looking to one side and then the other, and noticing that after that stretch, it is possible that you have a little bit more range. Maybe not, just noticing when you rotate your head. Great, let's bring the head back to center and move our attention to our hands, to our fingers. We'll go ahead and begin to rotate our wrists, circling in one direction. So I'm circling outward, but it doesn't matter which way you circle because we'll go both ways. And then circle the other way, just warming up the wrist. You can move those fingers around as you do this. Noticing those pops and cracks and snaps. And then taking your hands, closing your hands, creating a fist, and then opening the hands wide, opening those fingers wide. I'll come a little closer so you can see that better. So we squeeze and open, and you'll do that as fast as you comfortably can. And you'll start to feel heat in those hands very quickly in the forearms. So maybe 4 or 5 more. Oh, okay, and then let that go, shake out those hands. And then interlace your fingers and push your palms forward. Arms can also reach downward if that's better on your shoulders. See if you can really stretch those hands here. So you have this full stretch here, you're not cupped, so that we can really stretch those fingers in the forearms as best you can. Feel free to stay low with those hands, or if it feels good, you'll reach those arms up. Inhale, hands towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands lower, back and round. Inhale, arms reach up, stretch. Exhale, arms lower. Keep going, a couple more times here. We inhale as we rise. And we exhale as we lower. Follow your breath. Let's do 2 or 3 more. Next time your arms are downward, go ahead and pause. You can bend those elbows for a moment and look at your hands. Notice which pinky is on top. You're going to switch the interlacing of the fingers so that you're just shifting one hand over a little bit. So now the interlacing is the other way. It's going to feel funky or kind of weird for most of us. And then we'll do that and push those palms forward. Make sure you're really stretching out the hands. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, round. Keep going. Follow your breath. One more time. Next time your arms are low, go ahead and release. Relax. You can shake it out if you'd like. And then allow your hands to rest on your lap. Shoulders down. We will exhale, rotate the spine and twist one way. So spine twists. Inhale back to center. And then exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. So keep going here. Follow your own pace. So you can go faster or slower than me, Don't worry about anyone else's speed. If at any point you feel like you want to hold the stretch a little bit longer, that's totally fine. This is time for you to connect and listen to your own body. Next time you're twisted, go ahead and pause and hold there. See if you can let your neck also find that rotation. So you're looking back past your back shoulder. Your jaw is relaxed, your shoulders are soft. Taking a few breaths here, maybe noticing where you feel the breath in the body when you're twisted. And then unwind and switch directions, twist the other way, and again, we'll hold. Shoulders soft, jaw relaxed. Again, noticing if you can turn your head, let your head be part of this rotation. And back to center. All right, couple shoulder rolls forward. And shoulder rolls back. All right, hands release down alongside the body. Imagine that your torso is within a narrow hallway. So you have a wall right in front of you and a wall right behind you, and you don't want to touch the wall because it's covered with paint. So we'll side bend to one side and just making sure here that you're directly side bending, that you're not rounding forward or arching back. And then exhale, come back to center. Inhale, side bend, reaching down to whatever degree feels okay on the body. Exhale, back to center. Inhale to one side, reaching the fingertips down, jaw is relaxed. Exhale, back up. Inhale to one side. Exhale, back up. Next time you go to the side, we're going to hold. So reach down to the side and pause. Only go to where it feels safe. You can stay right there. Or if you'd like, that higher arm can reach up to the ceiling to increase that stretch. 2 deep breaths, breathing into that side body that we're stretching. And then on your next exhale, come all the way back up, releasing the arms, side bend the other way, again, making sure you don't touch that narrow hallway covered in paint. If you want, you can reach the arm up, breathing here. Soft jaw. And then on your exhale, coming back up, releasing those arms. All right, let's move our attention to our feet. We'll do some heel raises here. I'm going to lower my video a little bit, but you'll lift one heel up off the ground and then the other. So we're just alternating, lifting one heel and then the other. So it's just like the calf raises or the heel raises we did last week in our strength training, but we're seated now. We're getting that full articulation movement in those lower legs. You're welcome to stay just like this. If you'd like, you can add on some marching, so completely lifting the foot off the ground and bringing it back down, and then completely lifting the leg. So either the heel lifts or knee lifts or marching. Noticing what parts of the body feel this. All right, and then releasing those legs. And we'll straighten out one leg out in front of us. So I'm going to do the right leg, but you can do whichever leg you want. So one leg goes straight out in front of you, heel is on the ground. The other knee is bent. So one straight leg, spine is long. As you inhale, lean a little bit forward. Feel like you're hinging from your hips. Exhale, sit tall. So a couple of times here. Inhale, leaning forward. Exhale, sitting tall. Keep going. Follow your breath. And the breath here doesn't particularly matter in terms of where you inhale and where you exhale, but see if you can link your breath with the movement. So one of the movements, one motion either forward or back is an inhale, and then the other motion forward or back is the exhale. What's more important is that you are connecting your body with your breath more than the actual patterning, at least in this position, in this pose. Next time you're sitting tall, go ahead and pause. You are welcome to stay right here if you get enough stretch in the back of the straight leg. If you want a little more stretch, then go ahead and hinge further forward, and we'll rest here. Hands rest on your legs. You're also welcome to bring your forearm to your thigh. If you have the flexibility, you could reach a hand down to your shin or your foot. Just making sure you're going somewhere where it feels safe, where it feels good. And then notice if you're holding on to unnecessary tension in other places in the body, like the neck, shoulders, jaw. Allow that to relax. And then focus on taking deep breaths as you pay attention to the back of the leg that's being stretched. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. And then taking your time, go ahead and lift your torso back up, rebend that right knee, or whichever leg is straight, and pause and just notice any differences right to left. So they might feel very different now that you've stretched just one side. And then we'll go to the other side. So left leg straightens, or whichever leg you didn't do, that one straightens. We're sitting tall to begin. And then inhale, hinging forward. So you're hinging at the hips more than your spine. And then exhale, sitting tall. So we're just easing our way towards the stretch. Inhale as you come forward. Exhale as you come up. Inhaling, intensifying the stretch. Exhale, backing away from the stretch. Keep going. Follow your breath. Move at your own pace. So you can move faster or slower than me. Maybe noticing how this side might feel a little different compared to the first side. And then next time you're hinging forward, you can stay there, or you can come up and sit tall, or you could bring your forearm to your leg, or your free hand can come to your shin or your foot. So going to a place where you're holding the stretch, where it feels like a nice stretch, but it's comfortable, it's safe. Your jaw is soft. Your breath is smooth. You're noticing how the stretch changes with time. Now, the longer you're in the stretch, does it get easier, harder, different? And you're always reminding yourself to continue to take deep breaths in and out of the nose if possible. Maybe 2 more breaths here.
And then taking your time coming back to center, rebending that knee. Go ahead and windshield wiper your knees side to side. So just letting them sway a little bit. All right, going to stay with the legs a little bit longer and stretch out our hips. We have lots of options. So option one, cross your right ankle over your left ankle and allow your knees to splay open. That's one option. Your next option would be to cross that right leg, that right thigh over the left. Third option would be to cross your ankle over your thigh. So you pick ankles cross, thighs cross, or ankle goes on top of the thigh. The knee might be really high and that's okay. Sit as tall as you can here. And then take some gentle circles with your torso. So whichever position you're in, gentle circles with the torso, noticing what you're feeling, noticing how the stretch changes depending on your torso position. Gentle circles go the other way. And you might find that, oh, there's one spot that's really tight and you want to stay there. That's absolutely fine. So everything I suggest is simply that, an invitation, a suggestion. You can always play around. And then find a position where you think it will feel really nice to hold. So that might be sitting straight up, that might be leaning forward, that might be leaning to one side. So finding a position where you would like to hold this stretch. And then soften the jaw, maybe you can even close your eyes here and just focus your attention on what you're feeling. So it really depends on your body and everyone is different, but some of us will be really feeling this into that outer glute hip area. Some of us will feel this in the back of the leg. Some of you will feel it on the outer thigh. Some will feel it on the inner thigh. So just knowing that whatever you're feeling is right. Right? There's no right or wrong. Whatever you are feeling is right. As long as it feels good and safe on the body. 3 more breaths here. Go ahead and lift your torso back to center if you've shifted to one side. Very gently bring your foot back down. If you need to, you can stretch out your legs, shake them off. Then we'll go to the other side. So again, we have lots of options. Left ankle can cross over the right ankle and allow your knees to splay open. Left thigh can cross over the right thigh, like you're crossing your legs. Or left ankle can cross over the right thigh. So again, same option. Your knee can be wherever it needs to be. Make sure this feels safe. And once you're set, go ahead and start to circle the torso. And then noticing how the stretch changes depending on your torso's position. As you're ready, circle the other direction. And then finding a position that will work for you to hold the stretch. So again, maybe that's straight up, maybe you're leaning to one side, maybe you're leaning forward. Wherever it would feel really nice to hold the stretch. You might find that as you stretch, you feel a little bit of heat and warmth. That's normal. Should feel like a gentle pulling sensation. Maybe you can slow your breath down here, or at least deepen it, taking full inhales and full exhales. 2 or 3 more breaths here. And then bringing your torso back to center, undoing the legs, gently releasing them, shake them off. And then planting those feet back down to the ground. Moving back to our arms here. So with the grounded feet, your spine is long. We'll inhale, circle the arms out to the side. You can either pause at a T position or you can reach all the way up to the ceiling. So it's whatever's comfortable for your shoulders. Exhale, push the hands back down, like you're pushing through the air all the way until they find your side body. So as you inhale, arms reach out and up like you're trying to pick up the air. Maybe imagine you're moving through something, molasses, honey. Exhale, push the hands downward. Again, finding a little resistance, like air is thick. Inhale, arms circle out and up. And again, if reaching all the way up doesn't feel good, pause at a T position or lower. Exhale, arms push back down, neck is relaxed. Keep going. So we inhale when you rise, as you stretch and open up the rib cage and open. Exhale as you lower. Keep going, follow your breath. So now don't worry about my speed or anyone else's. Move at your own pace. Notice what you feel in your body when you're moving the arms. Do you feel the shoulders? Do you feel the forearms? Do you feel something else? What starts to generate heat? There's no rush or hurry. The next time your arms are upward, so either out into a T position or up to the ceiling, go ahead and pause. And then bring your palms to touch and lower your hands towards your heart. So your thumb can come towards your sternum or your chest or your breastbone. Pushing those palms into each other, trying to bring your forearms parallel-ish to the ground so that you get a nice stretch here. I'm just leaning forward so you can see. Keeping that stretch, shoulders down away from the ears. We'll inhale, twist, rotate the spine one way. Exhale, twist the other way. So we're going a little bit faster than we did in our first twisting. So we inhale, rotate the spine one direction. Exhale, rotate the spine the other direction. Keep going, follow your breath. And then making your way back to center, releasing those arms, shaking them off. And then let's give our shoulders and neck a little bit of love. So taking your hands, go ahead and begin to massage your neck. Just being kind to your fingers here. So just making sure that you're not causing any pain in your fingers as you give your neck and shoulders some attention. You could be squeezing, you could be rubbing, you could be gently stroking. Notice any tight spots. And then we'll move our attention to just one side. So let's move our attention to the right shoulder and bring your left hand across to give that right shoulder some squeezes. And you can move down so that you're moving into the arm as well, giving that arm a little bit of love. You can squeeze all the way down the arm. You could also rub that entire arm. And then we'll go to the other side. So switching, moving that right hand to the left shoulder, giving that neck shoulder area a few squeezes. Then feeling free to start to move down the arm, giving that arm some squeezes. You can also brush the arm. Great, and then letting that go. Relaxing those shoulders and making sure now that you find a very comfortable position. So you can always sit further back in your chair if you've been sitting forward. If you're at home and you are on your couch, you're welcome to lie flat on your couch. Whatever feels good, a position where you can settle in a little bit. Relax those shoulders and close the eyes or soften your gaze to the ground. So taking a few moments here to check in with how your body is doing. After all this movement, how do you feel? There's no right or wrong. We're just noticing, acknowledging. And then begin to tune into your breathing. Noticing where you feel the breath in the body. Can you feel the air entering and exiting the nostrils? Can you feel movement in the chest and rib cage? Can you feel your belly moving as you breathe? So we're moving into a controlled breathing exercise. I'll count us through how we do or I'll explain how we do the breathing exercise and then count us through it. If at any point you decide you want to do something different with your breathing, that's absolutely fine. Still listening to the cues of your body. If your body is going, oh, this is too much for me, then that's okay. Just breathe in and out through the nose without any control. If it is okay with the body, what we'll be doing is inhaling for a count of 4 and then exhaling for a count of 6. It may take a couple of tries before that starts to feel comfortable. So just try and stick with it. And again, if it's too uncomfortable, you could change the counts to in for 3 and out for 4. But otherwise, if you want to follow me, we'll do in for 4 and out for 6. So first, just a normal inhale and a normal exhale. And we'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, out. In, out. In. Out. In. And out. Let your breath move back to normal, in and out at whatever pace feels good. And then go ahead and move your hands, one hand on top of the other, on your heart, on your chest. And see if you can feel movement of the breath here, or your heart beating here. What can you feel beneath your palms? From this space, taking a moment to truly thank yourself for taking time to take care of your mind and your body. And then thanking yourself for showing up here for everyone else so that we can move as a community with GoGo. These sessions aren't possible without you. Bring your palms to touch. Take a deep inhale, fill your lungs. Exhale out the mouth, let it all go. One more time like that, deep inhale, fill those lungs. And let it out. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. So wonderful to have you as always. And then this week, what I'd like everyone to do are some wrist circles. So write that down so you remember, add some wrist circles to your life. Anytime you're waiting in line at the grocery store, you're on the phone, right? Whenever you can, get that movement. If anyone wants to add any reflections, thoughts, feelings, would love to hear from you. Maybe how your body is feeling now after a little bit of stretching and self-care.
Feels good. Feels great. Thank you.
Let's see, I don't know where that came, thank you. Oh, Margaret, there we go. I have the whole screen of everybody, so I have to search. Thanks, Margaret.
Much appreciated.
Mhm.
Thank you. So next week, we're doing strength training, and it's strength training that's safe for everybody. So it's not too intense, and you have lots of options. So I would love to see you there as well. Okay, in the chat, thanks, Russ. Glad you made it. Stretching in the car, made that happen. That's wonderful. All right, you can bring this anywhere. You could do this out in the park if you wanted.
Mhm.
Any other questions, reflections? Oh, it looks like Lynn maybe wanted to say something, but it's you're on mute. Maybe not, but. Well, GoGo has a Facebook group, so you can definitely join. And then I believe that this is being recorded, so you can access the recording shortly if you want to do this session again.
That's exactly right. Thank you so much, Adria, again for today. Thank you everyone for joining. We hope to see you next week. And even sooner if you go on our Facebook group and participate there. We're hoping to kind of take this community that we're building together at these events and you know, expand on them, continue those conversations there. So thank you for taking some of your Thursday with us, and look out in your email for the recording from today. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week.
Thank you.
Bye.